Hello friends, I am Professor Shraddha Sheke from KK Wag Institute of Engineering. This is one more video of communication system. In this video, we will be talking about the modulation and AM and FM, two techniques of the modulation. In previous video, we have discussed about the communication system, its block diagram and wired and wireless communication and EM spectrum. What are the learning outcomes of this video? First, we will be talking about what is the modulation technique, why it is required, what is the need of modulation, types of the modulation, what are the different types, amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. We will be discussing about every one of the amplitude and frequency modulation in detail. What is a modulation? Modulation is the process of varying one or more properties of a periodic waveform called as a carrier signal with a modulating signal that typically contains the information to be transmitted. There are three types of the modulation, that is AM, FM and PM. So AM is the amplitude modulation, FM is the frequency modulation and PM is the phase modulation. A sinusoidal waveform is having these three as important properties: amplitude, phase and frequency, and from that there are three types of the modulation techniques. A general example, while explaining a general concept of the modulation, I always give the example that if you want to transmit from one place to the another place, let us say from your home to college, what are the possibilities? One person may go by walking, is the same distance. The other person may go by using the bicycle. Other person may go by using the you can say motorcycle, and some other person may use the car. So what is happening in this case? A person, you can say, is a information signal or the message signal, and a vehicle which you are using, let us consider the motorcycle, is called as a carrier, which is a high speed signal, right? Obviously a carrier, or you can say a person is sitting on the motorcycle. So this is how the message signal is superimposed on the high frequency signal, which is called as a carrier signal, and then it is transmitted. This process is called as modulation. What is the need of modulation actually? Why modulation is required? Let us consider example of radio transmission first. If you want to transmit the voice, so first it is given to the microphone, and then it is given to the transmitter, and then it is given to the antenna. Voice, by using a microphone, voice is converted into the electrical signal, that is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz range. Then you want to mount some antenna, right? What should be the size of the antenna? So generally it should be 1/10. One general rule is that antenna size should be greater than 1/10 of the wavelength which you want to transmit. Now we are talking about, we want to transmit a simple voice signal as it is. Let us take example at 3 kilohertz. If you want to transmit a signal having a frequency of 3 kilohertz, then we have to calculate what could be the size of antenna for that. So as per the formula, lambda is equals to c by f. If you want to transmit a signal of 3 kilohertz frequency, then its lambda, that is wavelength, is 100 kilometer. And what was our discussion? The height of the antenna should be at least, it should be greater than 1/10 of the wavelength. So as per that formula, for transmitting the 3 kilohertz frequency, we require the antenna height which is, please 10 kilometer, right? 1 by 10th of 100 kilometer. That means imagine a 10 kilometer huge antenna having an antenna height, and that is transmitting a 3 kilohertz signal. So antennas too large. That's why if we observe the formula carefully, how to reduce the antenna height? By reducing the lambda, right? And how to reduce the lambda? By increasing the frequencies. So the solution is that if we increase the frequency to be transmitted, then obviously antenna height will be reduced, and this is the first need of the modulation. Apart from this, what are the other requirements? It avoids the mixing of the signals. Modulation avoids mixing of the two signals. It increases the range of communication. Multiplexing is possible. You can transmit the multiple signals on a single bandwidth, a single band. It improves the quality of reception. What is the amplitude modulation? Remember that there are three signals in the modulation. First is a modulating signal. Modulating signal is also called as message signal. It is also called as information signal, and which is a low frequency signal. Second signal is a carrier signal, which is a high frequency signal, and the output we will get modulated signal. Definition of the amplitude modulation is that it is a technique of the modulation in which the amplitude of the carrier signal varies in accordance with the instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal. Remember always, in cases of modulation, the parameter of carrier signal is changing. This will be explained in next diagram here. First signal, first waveform you will observe, amplitude is EM, right? This is called as baseband signal. I told you baseband signal is information signal, modulating signal, and this is a low frequency signal, which is quite clear. Second signal is a carrier signal, which is a high frequency signal. Observe, last is the modulated signal, right? Modulated signal, you will observe there are two envelopes, right? And amplitude of the carrier signal is increased or decreased in the third signal, third waveform, but its frequency will remain same because this is a amplitude modulation. So as I told you that always the parameter of the carrier signals are changing with respect to the modulating signal. So this is the amplitude modulation. So you can just imagine there is an baseline at EC. While drawing the third waveform, just imagine EC, there is a baseline, and on that baseline you can draw the EM signal. So EM is superimposed on EC, and you will be having EM plus EC, which is the maximum amplitude, and minimum amplitude is EM minus EC, right? So this is nothing but the amplitude modulation. There is a concept called as modulation index, which is equals to EM by EC in case of amplitude modulation. Observe here the carrier wave after being modulated. If the modulated level is calculated, then such an attempt is called as a modulation index or the modulation depth. It states the level of the modulation that a carrier wave undergoes. M is equals to EM by EC, which is the instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal upon instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal. You will observe the diagram. This is a perfect modulation in which EM is greater than EC. There are two more cases called as under modulation and over modulation. What is an under modulation? When M less than 1, that means EM upon EC less than 1 and EM is less than EC. You will observe this under modulation. Okay, no problem. At whenever there is EM upon EC greater than 1, that means modulation index M greater than 1, EM is greater than EC. What will happen? EM greater than EC, you will observe there is a distortion called as overmodulation and loss of information which is of no use. You cannot recover the information. So these three cases are there in AM, amplitude modulation. So it is very important to set the value of modulation index. What is the frequency spectrum of FAM? Frequency spectrum is nothing but the graph between frequency and the amplitude. So previous diagram was on the time scale, and if you observe the frequency spectrum of the AM signal, there are three bands, that is carrier, its amplitude is EC at the frequency FC. Then there is USB, that is upper side band, and there is LSB, that is lower side band. Amplitude of the upper side band is MEC by 2. M is the modulation index, EC by 2. You know formula of modulation index, EM by EC. But what is the frequency of upper side band? FM plus FC, or you can say FC plus FM. And the lower side band, MEC by 2, its amplitude and frequency is FLSB, that is FC minus FM. If we try to find out the bandwidth, that is FUSB minus FLSB, upper side band minus lower side band, FC plus FM minus FM minus of minus FC plus FM minus FC minus FM. So if you simplify that, we will get 2 times FM, because FC will get cancelled out. So important point for remember is that bandwidth in AM is the 2 FM. Bandwidth in amplitude modulation is 2 FM, and the amplitudes of USB and LSB is MEC by 2. Further, whenever you are transmitting this signal, sometimes they transmit all these three bands: double side band, full carrier, that is called as DSB-FC, double side band full carrier. If you suppress carrier, that is EC, that is double side band suppress carrier, DSB-SC, you may transmit only the upper side band, right? That is the upper side band suppress carrier. So these are the further techniques for the transmission that we are not going to discuss in this video. Next modulation technique is the frequency modulation. As we have discussed, the properties of carrier signals are changing with respect to the modulating signal. So this is a frequency modulation, that means the frequency of the carrier signal is changing. Let us observe in the second diagram. Here carrier signal is not drawn, but there is a carrier signal which is a high frequency signal. The frequency, as this is a FM, frequency of the carrier signal is changing with respect to the instantaneous amplitudes of the modulating signal, and that is called as FM, frequency modulation. Here two waveforms are drawn. First is the modulating signal and second is the FM wave. Carrier signal is not drawn in this diagram. Carrier is a high frequency signal having the constant higher frequencies throughout. Now we will observe the diagram divided into the several groups. First is a no frequency change. You will observe in the modulating signal from 0 to first vertical dotted line, amplitude of modulating signal is 0. So there is no change in the carrier frequency. Next, as modulating signal go on increasing in first positive cycle, the frequency will also increase, you will observe. So for the positive or the higher positive peak of the modulating signal, you will be having maximum frequency in the FM wave modulated signal. And whenever there is a negative peak, there is a lower frequency, minimum frequency in the FM wave. So this is how the changes in the frequency is there. One advantage of FM over the AM is that FM is less susceptible to the noise. In AM, noise always affect the amplitude more than the frequency. So this is one advantage of FM. Frequency spectrum of the FM, as I told you, it is a representation in frequency domain. You will observe the infinite sideband. One is the FC, which is the in the FC there is a middle sideband, then FC plus FM, FC plus 2 FM, FC plus 3 FM, and so on. Infinite upper sidebands and infinite lower sidebands we are having, and bandwidth is infinite. Let us quickly discuss the difference between AM and FM. First is FM and second is amplitude modulation. Here, amplitude of the FM wave is constant. It is independent of the modulation index, which is quite correct. In AM, the amplitude of the AM will change with modulating voltage. In FM, transmitted power remains constant. It is independent of the modulation index M. Transmission power depends on the modulation index in AM. In FM, all the transmitted power is useful. In AM, carrier power and some sideband power is useless. In FM receivers are immune to the noise. So, in AM, they are not immune to the noise. That means it is more susceptible to the noise. In FM, it is possible to decrease the noise further by increasing the deviation. This feature is not present in AM. In FM, bandwidth is 2 times delta plus FM. The bandwidth depends on the modulation index. But in AM, bandwidth is 2 FM. It does not depend on the modulation index. It depends on the modulating frequency. Bandwidth is large in FM, hence it is wide channels are required. Bandwidth is much less than the FM. In AM, bandwidth is quite less, but in FM it is infinite. Space waves is used for the propagation. So radius of the transmission is limited to the line of sight. Ground wave and the sky wave propagation is used in AM, therefore the large areas can be covered than FM. In FM, it is possible to operate the several transmitters on the same frequency. In AM, it is not possible to operate the more channels on the same frequency. FM transmission, the reception equipments are more complex. AM equipments are less complex. So in this lecture, we have discussed about the modulation, what is the need of modulation, modulation techniques, amplitude modulation and frequency modulation.